I decided to challenge myself by creating a random design every day for the next month. And to make things even worse, I will have only 45 minutes or less to come up with an idea, design it, and then upload it. By the way, I'm a perfectionist. One day I found out about Beeple. He's a CGI artist and he's creating those weird looking 3D artworks. I will have his Instagram, you can check him out. And what he's doing is creating an artwork every day for the last 13 years. 13 years. Instagram wasn't a thing back then. And the thing that impressed me was that he's actually creating it every single day. He's not just creating a bunch of them and then scheduling through the year like most people will do with their business. Sure, I'm sure he mastered the way of giving the least amount of effort to create the maximum output. So this intrigued my interest and I thought maybe I should give it a try. Maybe 30 days, it's a good goal to have, but even if I do it for 2 weeks, I'll be happy with it. And I also wanted to set up a time limit. I saw a video of him doing it in 45 minutes, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna put it 45 minutes every day, and this way I'm not going to spend my whole day working on something. And I will not lie, before starting the first one, I was really anxious, not that much about the time limit. It was mostly about me questioning myself. Can I create something? Can I have a new idea for the next 30 days every single day? So, let's start. Hey Cortana, start a 45 minutes timer.
I'm starting your timer for 45 minutes.
The first day I thought that I will start with the technique that it's easier for me, so I thought illustrations, and I just sketched it up really quickly on Photoshop and then moved to Illustrator. After publishing my first post, I remember feeling a little bit of pressure because at that moment I realized that now everyone knows that I'm committed to do that. At the same time, I think that this pressure can help us to actually be committed to ourselves and go through that and do it every day. On the second day, I came up with a solution on me being anxious about having to think about a new idea and a new technique to use every day. I thought that maybe I can create in a row of 3. This meant that I can decide about an idea and a technique every 3 days, create 3 similar artworks, and then move on every 3 days to a new one. The other thing that I realized in this challenge was that being fast is not enough. You need to be really efficient in the way that you work. In the first week, I started to create some patterns, not only in the way that I was working, but in my day in general. Like eating breakfast, I was waking up and start working on the design first thing in the morning. The positive about that was that after doing it, I felt really good, like I have accomplished something, and it gave me that energy to actually start my day, and mentally it was putting me in a state of mind like, now we are ready to work. So I'm in day 10 and my idea was to take the software apps and create them in a more nostalgic illustration or something like that. And everything is really smooth. I'm 43 minutes in, killing it. The illustration looks good. I have 2 minutes to upload it. It was really easy, right? Wrong. This is where I had my first big dilemma. I have realized that I made a mistake, a typo. Instead of writing floppy disk, I had loppy disk. Which is a small mistake, but the thing is that the time is over. And I was like, man, I don't want to leave it like this. but at the same time, I don't want to cheat and change it. So I was like, what should I do? Should I change it? Should I leave it? Like, what I do? At that moment, with the timer coming to an end, I was like, let's go, let's do it. And for the next 5 minutes, I was thinking, oh man, someone will notice it, someone will call me out. But then I realized that, you know what, I shouldn't be afraid that someone will see it. I should embrace that. And I changed the caption to say, can you find the mistake? And actually it really helped. And a lot of people actually started commenting on it than the usual number. So it also helped with the algorithm. So I just got some packages. This one is a hat with an embroidery of my logo in front. And I also got some test prints of some of my designs on t-shirt. We've got this one with Bill from Gravity Falls, this one, and finally this one. And actually this one is from the daily design challenge I'm doing, and I decided to print it on a t-shirt. If you want to check out more of those designs I make, you can check them out on the link in the description. One more thing I got is a gimbal, the Weebly S from Zhiyun, and I'm pretty excited to have this one because my camera doesn't have stabilization, so I can finally have those stable shots. Maybe I can make the daily design and then we can test this out. Or we can test this out right now.
Can you hear me now? Am I going in and out? I stop and just look around to see if you're with me now. Tell me, are you with me now?
So how does this look? Let me know in the comments below. And we are in day 25 of the daily design challenge, and I'm pretty happy about this because in the beginning I thought that I couldn't do this for more than a week or two, and my original goal was to at least do it for 30 days. So 25, it's pretty close. So yeah. And for today, I was thinking to maybe do something more minimal. Maybe a part of a very famous character like Homer Simpson, like just the part of his head or something like this. So it can be really minimal. You can see just color and lines, but if you know the character, you know what part of him this is. For creativity, it helps because I feel more free to create whatever pops in my mind, or if I'm inspired from something, I can try it out, I can have fun, experiment, and get it out of my system. And I have a lot of ideas write down that I want to do, and if, for example, I want to do all of them on Behance as a Behance project, well, it will take me months and years to do them because I will spend way more time creating more of them. Now just by creating 3 posts in 3 days really fast, it's way more manageable. And by the way, I'm uploading every day, which is the first time I'm doing something like that. But yeah, we'll see. After doing this for an extended period of time, it started to feel more like the normal part of my routine. Like I stopped thinking about it. You know, I was waking up, creating the artwork. I wasn't even thinking about it or what I will do the next day and be anxious about it. It felt really normal. I'm also really happy because I convinced a friend to try it and he wasn't sure about it. But after 3 days, he told me, now I know why you do it. It feels good to do something creative every day. And I think that's the best feeling that you can have as a creative. Quick update, it's day 89 and also today it's the first day of 36 of typo. If you don't know what this is, it's basically a challenge where you upload and design every day on Instagram a letter of the alphabet and you start from A, B, C, D, etc. And I thought that maybe I could combine the two challenges together, why not? And I also choose to make a Marvel version of the alphabet, so we are starting with A for Ant-Man. So when I started this, I thought that I will do this for 14 days or so, and today it's day 100, and I'm really happy to hit that milestone because in a worldwide scale, 100 days it's nothing. But if I compare this only to me, then I proved to myself that I can do way more than I originally thought that I could. So I'm really happy about this. Also, hitting this milestone made me think that from time to time we need to take breaks. So maybe after finishing the letters, I should take a break, think about all this and decide if I will continue or find a new idea. I don't know yet, we'll see. So what did I learn from this experience? First of all, I'm really happy that when I had the chance, I didn't cheat. When I made the mistake, the typo, I left it as it was. And that was the moment that I proved to myself that I can put perfectionism aside and move on with my life. No one really cares, no one will remember that. That was a cool moment. And talking about cheating, there were actually people that sent me a message asking me, how can you prove that you are doing those in 45 minutes or less? And that was really interesting because that wasn't the point. If I wanted to cheat, I could easily do it. No one will know. Before starting this challenge, one thing that I knew about myself was that I'm working really fast, and when I'm doing things repeatedly, I will always find the more efficient way to do it. The point for me personally wasn't to learn how to work faster, it was about learning to accept that sometimes we need to share things in the way that they are right now, and don't try to spend days and weeks and months trying to make them perfect. I started this with a goal of 30 days, and even 14 days in my mind were acceptable. And doing 114 days, almost 4 months, completely exceeded my expectations, because this means that I'm way more capable of doing stuff that even myself I don't know that I can do them. So what did I learn about perfectionism? Since this whole trip was about that, I learned that when something is done. You cannot go back and re-edit it. The work was perfect. It was perfect for the time that you made it. I need to understand that this is as good as I could do it in the moment and as perfect I could strive for. It's more like acceptance of perfection. The other awesome thing is that now we can go back and understand the things that we could change in a deeper understanding. For example, right now I'm working on some videos that I filmed a long time ago, and I'm just editing them because I never did, like this one. And I was working the other day on the video that I have uploaded 2 weeks ago, and honestly it didn't feel that great to me, and I was thinking that maybe I should reshoot some of those things. I now have different equipment that I can do it better, but at the same time I thought that, you know what, this was perfect for the time that I did it. I don't want to spend more time working on this and trying to make it perfect. I should probably spend that time creating new videos and take the lessons that I learned from this one and the mistakes and applying them to the new ones. So, should you try it? Absolutely. It's an experience that it will help you in many ways, and if you do try it, let me know on social media, tag me or send me a message, whatever you want. I would love to see what you're creating. So try this challenge if you want to start working faster. That's a very good exercise, and you will also start to think faster and be more efficient. If you're a perfectionist like me, well, it's really helpful, and it's also a very good exercise to build discipline. And by the way, you are also posting every day, which every expert will say that that's the thing you should do on social media, post every day. It did help me. I did got like 500 followers, I think. I remember passing the 3K, and if I was doing that with the same type of art, like let's say only illustrations for 100 days, I will probably get more followers, but that wasn't the point for me, that wasn't the goal, but maybe it's for you, so yeah, give it a try. And you can also try other challenges like the 36 days of type. It's, I think, really close, maybe it's next month, I don't know, but you can check it out. The only thing I don't really like about this one, and the reason I started doing this by myself, was that I want to be more free in order to what I create. And the other thing is, I think it's more towards graphic designers. So if you are any other kind of creative, you should start creating every day. Maybe you are a copywriter, write a small article every day. Maybe you're a musician, create a small piece. Take a photo, shoot a video, make a painting, try something new, you name it. The thing that you need to remember is to just start.
Start at the bottom, already forgot it, but they won't forgive me now. You really ain't ready now.